All the way live on a Wednesday, July 13th to be exact, 2022. My name, Jay Cleveland Payne. This recording here, things you might not have heard. We're going to give you in the next few minutes 8 news stories from the past 30 hours that you deemed were pretty gosh darn conversational, things that were worth talking about. You basically vetted them for us, and we're going to give you some stories that you can take along for your coffee talk, your water cooler talk, whatever you want to call it, your chit chat around the world. Now, we call ourselves your tertiary news source, your news side piece, if you will, where we are not the ones that are giving the main news headlines that are on the mainstream news all the time. We also understand that news is not consumed quite the way it used to be, and so we like to think that we can fill in the gaps of the things that you're definitely getting because there are rumor things back and forth, and some of the crazy stuff that's kind of, social media-ish. We provide plenty of news from friendly news sources. Some you may love, some you may not like so much, but we like to give you stories and links from all over the place so you can get a wide range of news. Find out more about our project, The Conversation Project, by going to theconversationproject.com, where you can find more links for things like partnerships and sponsorships and all the coolie things like that. Now, coolie things like story number 1 starts off with this one. U.S. military ISIS leader in Syria killed in drone strike. Reuters.com with that one. Yes, we're still sending drones out to the world to kill people because they're bad, and that's make sure that's out there. We're killing the bad people with the drones. So a Islamic leader in the state of Syria has been toppled. One of the top 5 leaders of a big Islamic State group has been killed in an airstrike on Tuesday. This is something that we should know more about, or at least you should talk more about, because we got to remember there's more than just the war in Ukraine. There's actually more than just the conflicts in Africa that people are forgetting. There's other things all over the world, including ISIS, the Islamic State. Those folks still hate us and still want us dead and still doing what they're doing. We should know more about what's going on militarily in general, because general population should know what's going on, where their folks are. My friend Josh out there, he's out there serving, and he's deployed right now. People should know more about what's going on, not where he is, of course. That would be a security violation, but what he's doing and what's going on in the grand scheme of things. So there you go. Our next story, Johnny Depp avoids trial, settles 2018 assault case with City of Lies crew member. This story comes from usatoday.com. And we know there's a couple things going on with Mr. Depp, because obviously he just got finished the trial with Amber Heard that may actually have some issues, because they might have did something illegal by putting the wrong juror in the thing. Who knows? So there was a trial that was scheduled to start on the 21st of July with location manager Greg Rocky Brooks and Johnny Depp to begin this trial on something that happened in a movie called City of Lies. A crew member, allegedly the actor being Depp, assaulted the crew member being Brooks on the set of the film. And that was back in 2017. The lawsuit filed in 2018. This thing has now gone done. It's been settled. Go to the link in our website and go deeper into what the settlement is. But this is just something to pop up since Johnny Depp is in the news. We're keeping him in the news and honestly clickbaiting you guys in the process. Let us know how well that works for you, because we'll see how well it works for us. London's Heathrow Airport caps departing passengers at 100,000 a day. From CNBC.com. This is a big deal. So the airports here in the United States, where I happen to be, this is kind of a worldwide thing. We get a response from the Conversation Project from all over the world, believe it or not. The United States has its own issues with canceling flights and people not showing up for work and just not having enough people hired for the airports, basically as a side effect of COVID-19 protocols for 2 years, with everybody being isolated. No need for so many planes, no need for so many people, so everybody got fired and furloughed, and now people are more or less back to some semblance of normal, and they can't hire enough people back fast enough. London has the same problem, or Europe, everyone has the same problem. What London has done about it, the UK specifically, and this airport right here, they're just going to not let so many people leave. They don't have enough people showing up for work, so they're just not going to literally let enough people leave. $100,000 is the cap on people who can leave through the airport every single day, because they don't have enough people to staff any more than that. This is what they're doing, is sort of find some way to alleviate some of the pressure of the airports. If this has only been in place for a few days, we'll see if this becomes something that is regular, because, business and people and all that other stuff, wanting to get places. That becomes an issue as well. Our next story: ESPN host apologized after airing fake Ja Morant quote about Michael Jordan. A segment on ESPN on Monday said had a quote about Morant of the Grizzlies, saying that Michael Jordan would have been just another superstar in today's NBA. Basically saying that no matter how great he was, everyone else nowadays are just as great. But here's one thing about that. He didn't actually say that. That wasn't what was said. That was a quote taken so way out of context on ESPN in one of the Yaki Yak shows. I'm trying to get the name of the thing. While Morant did say that in a recent interview with Bleacher Report's Taylor Brooks that he would have cooked Michael Jordan, the quote ESPN used came from Ballsack Sports, a satirical Twitter account that has close to 200,000 followers. So there you go. ESPN is just pulling this quote from this Twitter account that is not the real Twitter account. Although Morant is pretty confident in his abilities, he didn't say that Jordan was just another player, but he did say that he would take him out. Get your quotes right, folks. Get your quotes right. Joe Biden chided for saying Latinos as unique as breakfast tacos. We pulled this from a bunch of different places. CTVnews.ca Canada popped this up because the Reuters site basically we timed out on Reuters, so that happened there. But this is one that this is one that you got to really kind of go with because this is a case where Lady Biden should not be sticking her foot in her mouth like this one. Now, she was speaking to a group of Latino women, and she may have even used the Latinx word too, because that pops up so well. You know, Latinos do not want to be called Latinxes. But she had this speech the other day, and she said that Latinos, basically the entire swath of the folks, were as unique as breakfast tacos. She spoke at the San Antonio annual conference of Unidos US, formerly known as the National Council of La Raza. Biden attempted to praise Raul Yagure, who led the civil rights and advocacy organization for 30 years. However, as many people did note afterwards, the Latinos, they are not tacos. They are people. Please do not call us tacos. Do not call us peoples. That is where that all came down to. So, another chance. If it's not Joe Biden basically putting his foot in his mouth for his next campaign, now it's apparently the brains of the operation, Joe Biden. We're going to see what actual backlash comes through this. Next three stories are basically things you should not do. Number one, man dies after downing an entire bottle of Jagermeister in under 2 minutes. Mirror.co.uk. Please don't do this. This is dumb. This is stupid. Please don't do this. This is dumb. This is stupid. Read the article if you must, but please don't do this. This is dumb. This is stupid. Our next story: Mount Vesuvius. U.S. tourist survives fall into volcano's crater after reaching for phone. CNN.com gives us this one. I'm not saying don't try to lose your phone. I'm just saying don't drop it in a volcano and try to reach for it and fall inside of it. Not very bright. Hold on to your phone. Hold on to it very tightly when on a volcano because it's very, very bad. Final story. Definitely don't do this at home. Woman climbs through McDonald's drive-thru window, asks workers to train her so she can make her own food. And if you don't believe me, here's what it looked like. Woman climbing through window because, she's, wants to make her own food. So she's like, hey, show me what to do. She literally climbs through the window and it's like, show me how to work the fryer. So where's the grill? How's the thing work out? Also, very bad thing. Don't do it. Very dumb. Very, very dumb. Just throwing it out there. Not very bright. Our teaser story for today. Did you know that Paul McCartney was in a band before Wings? Really? Did you know that Ice Cube was in a band that was kind of racist well before he became the cuddly, lovely guy in the movies these days? Well, that's what we're looking at right now. Here is the blow up of the story. Ice Cube alleged anti-Asian, anti-Semitic past resurfaces after news of NFL partnership. Asian American Daily comes from Nick Sharp. A lot of Asian American news comes from this website here. And they, of course, are good on targeting that stuff because, hey, It's Asian stuff and anti-Asian stuff from Ice Cube. Ice Cube making big waves in the sports arenas nowadays, making big waves in the sports business world nowadays. And when you start doing good things, people start digging up old stuff that people forgot about, like his past and some words he said in the past. A lot of it going around his time with NWA, which, if you don't know who those folks are, kids, go look it up. It's on the internet. You'll understand it pretty quickly. Check out this story, and if you deem this story deemingable, that's not a word, to talk about, chat up as a conversational thing, you will give it engagement that it needs to make that happen. You let us know by liking it, loving, hating, sharing it, getting engaged with this story and other stories we're going to post for the next 20 hours or so. And then you can tell us what stories we'll be chatting up tomorrow morning. Right now, let's chat up about the world of finance for you and I. We get a bit of commission when you click on the link here we have for our affiliate link for Robinhood at thisistheconversationproject.com /Robinhood. For you can take control of your investments right now and get into the game, even if the game seems like it's not the greatest game in the world. Now, here's the thing about this. Your stocks can lose value. Your crypto can lose value. Your bonds can lose value. We're seeing that all over the place right now. I will tell you honestly, the stocks that I have invested in Robinhood are down about 30% for the year. That is where it is. However, my life savings is not in Robinhood. I did not buy enough Shiba Inu or Dogecoin to try to change my life, because I'm not that way. If you just want to be a simple investor and see how things work and be in the game and watch things, Robinhood is one of the best platforms to do that in. And they will also offer you a free stock, just getting a free share of some stock. It could be something as grand as Apple. It could be something as small as Zynga. But you can get a free stock just for signing up for the app. So check it out. Use our affiliate link so we get a little help here. And it's found at thisistheconversationproject.com /Robinhood. Stocks may lose value. Remember that. This is a very important thing about this stuff. Money you put in the bank is insured by insurance. So, you can't lose all of it, but you can lose some in the cases. With investments, these things aren't secured, but you can do great things with them. And there's a great way to make wealth is to invest in some stocks that you love. Find a few stocks you love and go with them and see how that grows into a greater life and greater investments for you. Websites of note, starting off with thisistheconversationproject.com. You've heard me say that many, many times throughout this broadcast. That's the main website for the Conversation Project. So you can find out all the things you need to know about us and a few things you didn't expect at that website. Our feeds are on Facebook and Twitter. If you follow us on the old school social medias, every 50 minutes or so, we post a news story for you to engage in. As you engage in it, we find out whether it's good enough to talk about the next day. This is the Conversation Project is where you find us on Facebook, and th_conversation on Twitter. TikTok, we're also there. Not so much doing things that you can really post every 50 minutes. Not really links to stuff, but because it doesn't work that way. But we're growing and expanding on the TikTok, trying to be more conversational there as well. This is theconversation.com or at the Conversation Project is fine. You find us there on TikTok. And this is theconversationproject.com /YouTube to follow us on our main YouTube page. Subscribe to the page, hit notifications so that at 5:50 when we go live, we're going live on the YouTube. It's just that simple. A few more things go out on the way for your July 13th birthdays for today. Things you might not have known. People born on this day include Patrick Stewart. Jean-Luc Picard is 82 years old today. Harrison Ford is 80 years old today. It's hard to believe that Han Solo is 80 years old, but yes, it's true. And Ken Jeong, an actual doctor who found a second life, or maybe a third career life, as a comedian and actor, 53 years old today. Today is Bean and Frank's Day. That's the way it was presented. And doing a quick survey of my own household, nobody wants beans and Franks anywhere. But I know growing up, Bean and Franks, or Beans and Franks, was a big deal, all the time. Unfortunately, just like, old school stuff, these things kind of roll out. It's just what it is. So no one in my house, all that keen about beans and Franks, but, I could eat a bowl basically any day. I can eat a chili dog anytime it pops up. That'd be awesome. All right, so here we go. This is a big one, so bear with me. In a study, trained volunteers watched videos of more than 70 couples and used a scale that rated couples' interactions based on words and behaviors associated with blame, demands, withdrawal, and avoidance, and discussion. Wives are more demanding, asking for changes in their relationship or in their partner, and were more likely to get their way than their husbands. This held regardless of who had chosen the issue, male or female. So the conclusion to the study is wife power could signal a harmonious couple, with meaning a wife that has the power to negotiate and sometimes force change in relationships and force change basically lead to a happier, harmonious couple in the end. Your mileage, of course, may vary. This has been Things You Might Have Heard for Wednesday, July 13th, 2022. Jay Cleveland Payne is my name. Stay hydrated, stay limber, stay on task. We need you for great things to happen go along the way. We need you to make sure you're following us on the feeds on Twitter and Facebook and engaging with the stories so that tomorrow we'll have our pick of stories to go through. Now, we posted about 33 stories in the past 30 hours. Every 50 minutes it rolls in like that, and picked from the top 15 stories, top half stories of that thing to give you 8 of the good ones, the best ones we think. If you think we should do better stories, let us know. If you think we should do different stories, let us know. If you think we should change, add or subtract things, let us know. We want harmonious couple action here. We want you to be demanding on demands and blame and avoidance. We'll work with that. You let me know what we need to work on, we'll work on it. In the meantime, let's get ready to go get to work. It is about 6:10 in the morning Central Time here. And so get ready for your big commutes, get ready for your big work days, and get ready for more of this tomorrow. More things you might not have heard.